There is a habitation built by the living God for all of every nation who seek that grand abode. A city with foundations firm as the eternal throne, nor wars nor desolations shall ever move a stone. O Zion, Zion, I long thy gates to see. O Zion, Zion.
Hi, welcome to Verse of the Day. My name is Brandon Hathaway, and I'm the preacher at the Westside Church of Christ in Owensboro, Kentucky. I want to thank you for joining me today as we open up our Bibles and study the Word of God. If you are new to this, if you go to the website, and here, I'll show you that's got our, they don't have that website on there. That's got our email. Anyways, if you look up Westside Church of Christ, Owensboro, Kentucky, I'm trying to remember what it says, how you go to the website. I'll try to update that and get the website on there. And the website has, if you go to the calendar, it lists and goes through for this month. If you just go along with the days for the next few more days, that's where we're at, Genesis chapter 27. Today is January 27th. And then we, of course, are going to finish Genesis, so that'll take us through most of February. And then I believe we're going to Acts when we finish up Genesis. And we just read one chapter a day. And I encourage you to do that. And by trying to encourage you to do it, we look at some verses in those chapters and have a talk about it. And so let's go ahead and turn over there in Genesis chapter 27, looking at verses 1 through 4. Genesis 27, 1 through 4. It says here, when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim so that he could not see, he called Esau, his older son, and said to him, my son. And he answered, here I am. And he said, behold, I am old. I do not know the day of my death. Now then, take your weapons, your quiver, and your bow, and go to the field and hunt game for me, and prepare for me a delicious food, such as I love, and bring it to me so that I may eat, that my soul may bless you before I die. And so Isaac is getting old in age. And if you read the rest of the chapter, Esau leaves, he goes to hunt. Rebekah heard what was going on. She gets Isaac to dress like Esau, put some hair on his hands. She prepares the meal for him. Isaac goes in and deceives Jacob. Jacob deceives Isaac. And as Jacob goes in, Isaac tries to question him because the voice doesn't sound right. He was so quick at getting the food. And so Isaac ends up, trying to feel his hand, but they covered it with hair. They prepared the food. His mom helped him with all that. And by the smell of the clothes and everything, he smelled like, but Isaac could tell that something just wasn't right, but every other sign pointed out to it. And I'm trying to figure out what to talk about here. Of course, I could talk about lying because that's what Rebekah and Jacob get caught up in. They get caught up in lying and how Esau ends up hating Jacob at this time and point, and then causes Jacob to have to flee. And so it's just a real bad situation. But what came to my mind as I was reading these 4 verses here and the rest of the chapter is getting our orders in a fair sooner when we have the time. Isaac obviously has time here, but his eyes have gone bad enough and he's not able to tell everything. And so this is when he's finally deciding to try to pass his blessing on, when at this time and point, he couldn't tell the difference between Esau and Isaac fully. You could tell most of his senses were there because he tried, and obviously they deceived him greatly. But when we push things off too long, then we get old, And as we get older, and as he knows, he's like, my death is upon me. I'm going to die soon. I don't have much longer on this earth. And that, he could have lasted a couple more years or many more years. His health was going away. And with that, he was more easily deceived. And so we just need to make sure we take care of things while we have the opportunity to do so. We often say, we'll do this and we'll do that, and then time is gone and we miss out. And so that's my thoughts for today. I hope that they are helpful. We got to take advantage of the time and be wise with the time that God has blessed us with. And anyways, I hope that everybody has a blessed day. I thank you for joining me. And if the Lord wills, I'll talk to you later.